definitely a learning by doing exercise. You're definitely going to walk away learning something. It's fast-paced and it's fun at the same time because you're working in a team environment. You're having fun and you're doing and you're learning, all three things at the same time. So it's definitely going to be something that I remember for quite a long time. For example, the teamwork, I think, is the key. In the real world, business decisions are made by teams more now than they have been ever in the past. So it's important for the team to understand what the objectives of the company are in order for them to choose the best investment decisions. And so it is real world, there's no doubt. The dynamics of the more robust simulation is much more tuned into our business model, the research and development aspect. It's an investment, and you have to make your choices wisely, which in the company I work for is a daily decision. So I thought it was going to work out well from that perspective.
You're seeing a broad perspective of the business. Most of us have worked in one function, maybe two, so it gives you the opportunity to kind of experience what the other functions experience, some of the pains and heartaches they go through. I think it reinforced a couple of concepts, particularly EVA. We use economic value added within the business, but quite frankly, we don't really talk about it a lot. It's not something that we bring to the forefront, and I think through the experience we've had here, you recognize the importance of really watching that number. I think it definitely makes you bring things to the conscious mind that in the past maybe you would have put the blinder on from a functional perspective and ignored some of the impacts of the decisions that you make.
I have an executive team that works for me, and they're really, the team that really takes us to the next level, strategically, directionally focused, and I think having the strategic training with this group is going to take us all to a different level. I think on a strategic side within this session, I think that being able to tie the numbers to the strategy to the execution and getting you a real well-rounded experience is great, because you don't always get that in business. We've never completely tied the strategic plan to the financials completely. So we've done it with initiatives in the operations and our truck lines, but we have never really tied it to the financials and the results of the financials. So that was, I think, very helpful for me.
I think the whole game really highlights the steps that are necessary to be successful in strategic planning and execution, data, getting good information, getting good insight into the market, making decisions that have alternatives and flexibility. They're all illustrated in highly compressed time frame, but nonetheless very powerfully.